What we really want to do is make sure that that stuff leaves their head and goes into Claude before they depart. When your executive assistant makes that decision to walk out the door, whether it's been 5 months, 5 years, or even 15 years, it leaves many of us feeling like a fish out of water. Now, they know all the ins and outs of not only you and how you run your firm, but also all the nuances of clients and systems and processes and everything to do with the entire team. So when that day comes, yes, it's very confronting and it rattles a lot of business owners, but we need to be prepared. Now, the beauty of Claude and Cowork and using AI now means that this process doesn't need to be as daunting or overwhelming as maybe it could have been in the past. So I'm wanting to share two scenarios. One is that you've got a really good EA and they've documented all the systems and processes in the company, or particularly for what they do already. Now this is great. So obviously you can just load all of those systems and processes into Claude so it can understand the process of exactly what goes on in your business. Now, in that case, the only missing bits are all the little things that just live in your EA's head. And so the way to handle this is to either get your EA to talk to Claude, and whenever stuff comes up in their head, they can go, okay, that's something else that only I know. This particular client likes XYZ. And so they can just talk it into a Claude task, and Claude can just learn and learn and learn and learn and learn, and then document that knowledge. Okay, so that is scenario A. That's really good. The EA is filling the gaps. If you've got a great EA who is just like a genius, but it's all running in his or her head, and there's not that many systems or processes documented yet, what we really want to do is make sure that that stuff leaves their head and goes into Claude before they depart. So yes, there's lots of different ways to do this. I often like to record with a Zoom call or a screen recorder as I'm doing a task or as a team member is doing a task. That way, if they're talking it through, then Claude can turn that into a process. Equally too, there's probably a whole bunch of things that the EA can again just explain to Claude. Generally speaking is easiest, but if they're more of a typing type of person, to type all that stuff in just so that every bit of information that they have in their head goes into Claude. Now, then you've got the luxury of knowing that when your trusted EA does move on, the next assistant that you have can hit the ground running. But the hidden gold mine here is that Claude can help with the lion's share of that work. Claude Cowork has the ability to plug into your email, your Drive, so it can access documents and spreadsheets. It can connect to your meeting transcription services like Fathom or Granola or Circleback, depending on which ones you use. It can even plug into tools like Xero, which is your financial system. So regardless of whether your EA is leaving, this process is worth doing anyway, because you are going to be able to really harness the power of Claude Cowork to make you and your business and your firm run faster, better, and more reliably, even if your trusted EA does decide to leave. If this resonates or rings true with you and you want to future-proof your firm and you want my helping hand, this is what I spend my weeks doing with clients, is helping them learn Claude, use Claude, and make sure that Claude is rolled out safely and effectively across their professional services firm. Cheers.